Hi, my name is Gillian, and I'm doing my project on computer-based learning. Is computer-based learning the most effective way of learning? Computer-based learning is commonly considered the most effective and efficient way to conduct distant education because a lesson plan can be created that allows students to study at their own pace, either through the internet or software instilled on individual computers at various locations. I think that computer-based learning is the most effective way of learning because it saves time and money. You are able to learn at your own pace, and you develop self-discipline. There are many reasons why computer-based learning saves you time and money. The expense of formal education is growing, and it isn't just for the course. There are additional expenses related to room and board, meal plans, materials, and more when attending a public or private university. Many of these costs are no longer necessary as a result of learning. Depending on the institution you choose, you may save anywhere between $40,000 to $80,000 after 4 years. Those aren't insignificant figures. You can use those funds towards something else in your life. Not everyone is a good fit for online learning. If you prefer to live in a classroom setting, then you'll find online learning very difficult. Understanding that the course content takes a lot more effort and time because you can't just ask a question and get an answer right away, but you'll save a lot of time and money. So I made a little chart here, and basically it just explains the tuition and fees over 1 year, the class materials after 4 years, the room and board for a year, and then the commuting costs and how much you'll save, and then after 4 years of online schooling, out-of-state public university and private nonprofit university, and how much you'll save. So basically, what I just said, I put on a little poster for you to understand maybe a better way. Learning at your own pace is also beneficial in many ways. Self-paced learning varies from typical teaching and a whole class session, and that it allows students to customize how they learn in class by using materials and resources. Students can design their own learning experience not only at their own pace, but also according to their own interests and learning preferences using self-paced techniques. The instructor's job is to guide the students, provide feedback on their progress, and customize the learning environment to their needs. Self-paced learning has shown to be a successful method of allowing students to tailor their learning environment and meet their individual learning needs. It demonstrates trust in themselves to design their own learning. It instills a sense of responsibility for their studies and increases their confidence in their own decisions. Furthermore, students use technology on a daily basis to access online interactivities, which provides them with limitless opportunities to demonstrate their understanding. Educators work themselves to exhaustion trying to figure out how to best teach each of their students individually. Self-paced learning allows students to demonstrate how they study best and get knowledge about their own learning, and they can keep that for the rest of their lives. Self-paced learning has the ability to change the classroom completely. Lastly, I think that computer-based education teaches students how to be self-disciplined. Students have more freedom, with computer-based learning, but they must plan their own development and have a high level of self-discipline. As a result of self-discipline becomes increasingly vital in ensuring learners' success and allowing them to meet their learning objectives. I had a typical high school experience my first year of high school, and going on to my sophomore year, I had a normal experience. You get up, you go to school because that's what children do. And then the end of my sophomore year, COVID hit, and we were taken home for 2 weeks. Well, we ended up being out of school for much longer than that. And then we came back for my junior year, and we had to wear masks. We were in school one day and at home the next. So we would do remote learning on the days that we were home, which was extremely hard for me. I didn't understand a bit of it because it was very, very new to me. So Then, as the year progressed, I became accustomed to this style of education. It became my new normal. To succeed, I had to develop self-discipline, which was difficult for me at first, but I had to do what I had to do. I believe that doing online schooling was difficult, but it served as a great wake-up call for me. I had to dig deep within myself to do it in order to succeed. Even though I didn't like it at first, I eventually came to appreciate it because it was all I had at the time. We returned for my senior year. We were no longer remote. We didn't have to wear masks anymore. School was much simpler for me because I had acquired self-discipline, which I believe will benefit me later in life. This method of learning isn't for everyone, and I know that, but I believe that it is a very, very effective and good method of learning. Thank you.